Driving out to Garland to go get a bass. I don't even know what the brand is. It's some Korean company from probably the early 80s, late 70s. It's just a P-bass copy. Looks like a nice bass though. We're trying to stock up. Christmas is coming around the corner, so we want to make sure we have enough stuff to fulfill the need for that in Louisville. And basses are one thing that I'm pretty low on right now. It's kind of hard to find affordable basses. They tend to hold their value. So if you find one that's at a good price, definitely jump on it. I've got probably 3 or 4 of them, but they all have kind of some issues. I'm hoping this one's not too far gone. Doesn't have strings on it, which isn't a good sign, but being a P bass, it should be easy to work on. So we'll see once I get it. So this is it. It's a Antares? I don't know. Antares, sure. Okay, well, it's pretty cool. Needs little work, not too bad. The neck feels really nice. I don't know why it has this brass bridge and saddle. It's kind of cool. It's definitely from that era. I like the natural finish and the maple neck, black pickguard. Switch these out, probably put black knobs. I doubt those are original anyways. And then I think I'm gonna get rid of this and put a chrome one on there to match the tuners and everything, and then save that for something else. Maybe find a funky black guitar. But I paid $50 for it. Met the guy out here at Walmart, parked in front in a no parking zone. So we'll do a little work on it and get it going and see how it sounds. Well, I stopped at a pawn shop right by where I met the guy for the bass and got 3 more guitars and Showdown Legends of Wrestling. It's got Hulk right on the cover, so that's pretty cool. So I paid $155 for the 3 guitars. I'll show them in a little bit better detail later. This thing is a 9 guitar rack. I got it yesterday for $20. Both of these, like I said earlier, I've been getting stuff on Let Go lately. Doesn't get hit as hard, so I've been finding some cool stuff. But these pawn shop deals were pretty awesome. This guitar is kind of wild. I don't know where I'm going to find a wing bar for it, but it's a pretty cool guitar, and I think it may be American made. And then the other 2, Epiphone with a P90 and kind of a funky Squire. So I'll show those in better detail when I get a chance, and we'll work on the bass later. So the only thing about going to garage sales that is not fun is waking up early.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm recording a video and you're talking. You're interrupting me. My parents are in town. It's my mother. My little girl, she turned 2 a couple days ago, so we got the whole family. So my mom's gonna come garage selling with me. Last night, KU beat Boston College 48-24 out of nowhere. Friday night game. I don't know why they'd have a football game on Friday night. That's not high school. Anyways, I was up later than expected, obviously celebrating. So I'm a little out of it, but I am still up and going to garage sales because that's what you got to do. Not been the best day for garage sales. The first one I went to, a guy was leaving with a Dreamcast. She took too long to get around. Thanks, Mom. She's also been paying for everything, so I guess I probably shouldn't complain too much. But I've only spent like $3. Show you how little, how poorly I've done. The last sale I was just at, they had a bunch of PlayStation games. They were all sports games. They went $2 a piece for them. I offered them $1, which is more than reasonable for PS1 sports games, and she was very offended that I would offer her such a little price. She didn't even want to say thank you when I left. So that was exciting. Good wake-up call. So her PS1 games were overpriced, but she had a Wii Rock Band dongle, and I got that for $1. So I guess I get the last laugh, because that thing's worth like 30 bucks and the sports games are worth like $4. Oh well. So that one, ask her if she's got any old video games. She makes me wait for a minute. Has to help some people. Goes in. I'm all excited, you know. Yes, finally some video games. She comes out with a basket full of plug and plays. So, not quite what I was looking for, but I got Frogger, and then this is probably the gem of the day. This is Michael Jordan Tiger. It's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it's been opened, but it looks like it's never been used, so that's kind of cool. Paid $5 for both of those, which is pretty good deal. Well, today was not the greatest day. Done with everything. Only video game I found was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 on PS2. So not every day ends up being super amazing, but I'm going to a guy's house later today that had a couple vintage guitars listed for pretty cheap. He says he has quite a bit more, so hopefully that pays out. I don't know what it was about today, but people just did not want to negotiate. I was talking with my mom, and we think probably the reason people have sales when it's this hot is because they need money or want money. They're more worried about money than getting rid of stuff, so kind of correlates with not negotiating on prices. So maybe when it's 100 degrees out, it's not worth going to garage sales. So this is all I got. Rangers jersey. What? Rangers jersey is a pretty good deal. Like I said, the Michael Jordan was the best thing. It's the one game. That wasn't a bad find for $1.10. Slow day. Dropped my mom off. Got my dad driving now. We are headed out to Garland to go look at those guitars I was talking about earlier.
You want me to say any geezerisms? I'll work up some good ones for you.
No, you can say whatever you want. We can tell you're old though. You know, look how crusty you are.
Yeah, well, I mean, just, you want me to say something about like how they don't make good guitars anymore?
Well, it's a good thing we're not looking at new guitars. We're looking at shitty old guitars.
Oh, good. I understand those.
We saw a Pagani Zonda a couple seconds ago. What's your opinion on that, Dad?
A $2 million car to drive around in North Dallas. Is that another one?
No, that's a Mustang.
No, look right there.
No, that's a McLaren with a weird spoiler on it.
Okay, $2 million. It's just,
no, that's
it's a poor man's stupid car.
That's like, no, actually, you know what that is? That's the new Ford GT. I haven't seen one of those yet.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was actually cool. That was a $500,000 car.
Yeah. Well, my point is, especially on the $2 million car, what is that car for? I mean,
it makes your penis that much bigger.
Yeah, I bet that's right. But you spend all that extra money to have something that, would be great on a racetrack, but you're just driving it around in Dallas to the mall, go to the cigar store.
The roads aren't even that good around here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm guessing that those things have a ground clearance about maybe 4 inches shorter than what you need for these rough roads.
All right. You need to get over. You're rambling. That's enough of your opinion. Once we get there, I'll shoot some video of the guitars and some more of the old man, I guess. So wound up being a guy that I bought a electronic drum set from that had those guitars. I ended up only buying one of the guitars that he had listed on Facebook, and then getting 4 other guitars and a pedal that he had that were separate. I'll show all of them a little bit later, but got a Silvertone acoustic, a couple Teisco-y, I think Global and Harmony brand guitars, electric guitars, and then a couple other newer electrics and a Boss pedal. Got a pretty good deal from him, so hopefully I can keep a relationship going with that guy. I was surprised the old man didn't actually get anything. He had that Esteban autographed guitar, and I thought you'd be all over that.
Your mom's been telling me not to spend any money. She thinks I'm gonna go buy a boat.
Yeah. That's what you need, is a boat.
I do.
Maybe it'll show up on Shop Goodwill.
I do need a boat.
You get a boat off Shop Goodwill.
Yeah. They used to get boats at that DAV over on Central and Edgemore.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right. These are all of the guitars that I've bought in the last couple days. You've seen me picking them up. Different clips in this video. The ones that I got at the pawn shop and off that Let Go pickup were that guy and these two. That Squire, I'm gonna take the neck off of it and that Jackson pickup and probably switch out the pick guard, but it was only $35 for that, which was a great deal. And then I'm pretty excited to get this Epiphone Les Paul Jr. because it has the P90. I only paid $50 for it. It needs a little bit of work, but those P90 ones are pretty rare. And then the rest of these guitars came from that pickup with that one guy out in Garland. They're a little rougher than I realized when we were looking at them, but for the most part I think they'll be salvageable. Paid $250 for the pedal of that guitar and these 5 right here. So 6 guitars and a pedal for $250, and then those other 3 for $200. It's pretty good. Kind of getting a few too many guitars, and definitely need to get to working on these and getting as many of them as I can in the space out in Louisville, especially with Christmas coming. Definitely don't want to miss out on that, but got some great guitars here. $45 a piece average price, not too bad.